Every morning before my eyes even open, the war begins. The battlefield isn't out there anymore. It's right here in my mind. Most of us are trying to win a spiritual war without ever putting our armor on. If you're tired of getting hit without fighting back, this is how you armor up.
Every morning, before I even open my eyes, I can feel it, the tension, the heaviness, the mental battle that starts the moment consciousness returns. The battlefield isn't overseas anymore, it's right here in my mind. You don't wake up into peace, you wake up into combat. For years, I didn't understand that. I thought faith meant staying calm, being passive, waiting for God to do something. But over time, I realized that most of us are trying to win a spiritual war while showing up to a gunfight in a t-shirt. We want victory, but we live on defense, reacting, retreating, surviving, instead of standing our ground and fighting forward. The truth is, spiritual maturity isn't about how much you know, it's about what you practice every single day. It's about the small habits that form the armor that protects your mind, your heart, and your soul. There was a season in my life when I stopped putting that armor on. I thought I was still a warrior after all. I'd worn a uniform. I'd served my country. I'd led people from the pulpit. But somewhere along the way, I drifted. I started waking up and scrolling through my phone before I even spoke to God. I skipped prayer because I was too busy. I called it discipline, but it was really drift. And drift always leads to disaster. When betrayal hit, burnout came, and PTSD flared up, I wasn't ready. I wasn't armored up. I'd been living off momentum, not mission. I learned the hard way that when life hits, and it will, you don't rise to the occasion. You fall into your level of preparation. That was the moment I realized God's armor isn't a metaphor. It's a mindset. It's not poetry. It's preparation. God said, put on the full armor of God. Not read about it, not quote it, put it on. So I started rebuilding my life one piece at a time. 5 habits, 5 daily disciplines that changed everything. The first habit is unshakable truth, the belt. The belt holds everything together, and truth is what keeps you grounded when lies start flying. The enemy's first move is always deception, lies about who you are, what you've done, or whether you're still worthy of God's love. So now, before I even check my phone or look at my schedule, I declare truth out loud because hell can't hear your thoughts. When shame whispers, you're not enough, I answered, I am God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus for good works. That simple declaration tightens the belt. It pulls everything together. The second habit is guarded righteousness, the breastplate. The heart is the most vulnerable target. It's where temptation hits, where guilt festers, where compromise starts small and spreads fast. So every morning I start with a simple prayer. Father, thank you. Thank you that the righteousness of Jesus covers me. Guard my heart from compromise. And then I guard what I consume because garbage in, war out. The more careless I am with what I let in, the easier it is for the enemy to pierce my heart. The second habit is grounded peace, the shoes. These aren't sandals. They're spiked boots meant to dig in and hold the line. Peace isn't the absence of chaos. It's the ability to stay steady when chaos surrounds you. When anxiety rises, I practice what I call gospel breathing. Breathe in, I have the peace of God. Breathe out, I release my fear. And then I ask, Lord, how can I bring peace into someone else's storm today? Because you can't spread peace if you're running from your own battle. The fourth habit is active faith, the shield. The shield is different from the other pieces. You don't wear it, you raise it. It's movement, it's offense. Too many of us are sitting on the sidelines waiting for something to happen, waiting for God to move, waiting for the pain to stop, waiting for permission to start living again. But faith isn't passive. It's not waiting. It's moving. You've got to get off the sidelines, get up, and go on the offensive. Because Satan will do everything he can to convince you that you can't do it, that you're too broken, too tired, too far gone. He wants you stuck in paralysis where he steals your purpose. But you're not done. You're not defeated. You're just redeploying. So when fear strikes, I raise my shield and I speak back. God has said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. Faith isn't fragile hope. It's spiritual warfare in motion. The fifth habit is assured salvation, the helmet. The mind is the command center. And if the enemy can take your mind, he'll control your mission. Every attack, doubt, condemnation, hopelessness starts in your thoughts. So I make it a daily practice to remind myself of what salvation means. Lord, thank you that I am forgiven, chosen, and secure. That single truth rewires my perspective. I'm not fighting for victory. I'm fighting from it, because salvation doesn't just rescue me from something. It redeploys me into something. These 5 habits have become my daily armor. Every morning before the world starts talking, I meet God around 4 a.m. in the silence. I move my body, not for appearance, but for discipline. I declare truth out loud because hell can't hear my thoughts. I studied the word before I scroll through the world, and I reach out to a brother, one text, one prayer, one connection, because you never fight alone. Every time I choose these habits, I take back ground the enemy thought he owned. There was a time I thought I was done, that I was too broken to leave, too tired to keep fighting. But one morning in the silence, I heard God whisper, I'm not punishing you, I'm repositioning you. That hit me deep because I realized the limp I carried didn't disqualify me. It identified me. It reminded me of where I'd been and who brought me back. You were never meant to live on defense. You were never meant to sit on the sidelines of your own calling. You were made to get back in the fight, because the battle you're in isn't meant to destroy you. It's meant to redefine you. So armor up, warrior. Don't wait for something to happen. Get on the offense. Start today, because you're not disqualified. You're redeployed.